Yo, what's up guys, Gamertag here, and there is something truly magnificent about Fortnite. And no, it is not the fact that there is no other game like that, because there really is. There are several Fortnite related games that seem to get a lot of hate and less positivity than Fortnite. And I believe I know the reason, but do not take my word for this. This is my entitled opinion. I am not sponsored. So I'm going to just move on to my first point. Okay, so my first point is the fact that it is always updating. It is always updating. It updates every week or 2 weeks or so. And believe it or not, most other Battle Royale games do not update within weeks or 2 weeks. And that is because they upload they update every month instead of every week. And that is truly a real difference holder, because Fortnite does not want you to get bored. Fortnite does not want you to leave because nothing has changed. Which is the case. It is a true difference holder because Fortnite is a game that has very high expectations. They have held so many very big events, and they are creating a story, so they do not want you to get bored and leave. For example, the recent Marshmallow event, Season 7 in general, and the Missile in Season 5. Now, what does this all mean? Well, it means that they are always trying to improve. They are always trying to get better. They are always trying to see what they can do to better their game. And I think that's fantastic and all. But this is only one point. A point which everyone could fix. So I'll move on to my next point. Okay, so my next point is that Fortnite is a fantasy game, a fantasy-based game. And this isn't a very big point. It's going to be a very short point, but they are a fantasy game. And you look at games like PUBG, and they are a realistic game. They do not have the aspects of Fortnite in any retrospect. And I mean, when you look at the difference, the graphics are different, the game logic is different. Everything about those two games and everything about every single Battle Royale game is different. Now you may be wondering, well, I mean, of course they are all different, or else we'd have a major controversy in the court of law. Which, fair point. But are they all really that different? I mean, just several months ago, PUBG was suing Fortnite for stealing their game. Stealing parts of their game. Which if that were the case, and if they did win that court case, then everybody would be suing everybody. People would be losing millions. People would be losing fans. People would be losing everything. And sooner or later, we'd have no battle royales. Any good battle royales. Anyways, I'm going to go and move on to my next point right now. Alright, so my third point is that it's a whole nother difficulty. I mean, you see me play PUBG, it is far too easy. I mean, yes, I die, but I rack up about 5 or 6 kills before I die, and end up in about 23rd, 46th. Not only that, but the map is too big, it's too wide. Therefore, it takes forever for games to end. And for people to kill people. Because people are always roaming around, trying to find new people. Meanwhile, they are nowhere near any civilization. But you look at Fortnite, and their map is entirely much smaller than PUBG's. You could land, and there'd already be 85 people left out of 100. That's 15 people that were gone in the beginning. Which is impressive. But is it really all that great? Because you look at certain aspects of the game, and if you want to beat someone, you have to get equipment, get materials. But to get materials, you have to get to somewhere where there's no people, which is an even harder task than winning the game itself, because there is always somebody in any area in general. You land somewhere where it's devoid of all life, and somebody will manage to find and kill you. It is a very interesting thing, which I would recommend, Fortnite, if you are watching this, to fix that. But my next reasoning is PUBG and other Battle Royale games are too easy. You look at Fortnite and you have several games in which you land and die immediately. There is no competition between you and that other player. There is no competition between you and that player who's been playing since it came out. But you look at PUBG and you start off for the very first time, you can get about 3 or 4 kills and die and get 46th place. You don't exactly have to know a strategy. You just have to spam the trigger. But Fortnite, you have to have an entire strategy to at least get into 20th place with 3 kills. You look at the world's best Fortnite player, Ninja, not my opinion, and you look and he dies a lot. He gets into 32nd, he gets into 64th. The world's best Fortnite player does not get a win every time. The world's best PUBG player gets wins like they are nothing. And that is something that truly bugs me, because with my skill level in PUBG, I can get a solid 6 or 7 kills 10 or 11 if I'm lucky, and get a win easy, no problem. Which eventually left me with my second point, the fact that I get bored because it's too easy and I win too often. And that is also another point where you land in Fortnite and it takes you about 8 or 9 games to get 3 kills. The difficulty is so huge. Like, it is so huge that there is no competition between PUBG and Fortnite between popularity. Anyways, I'm going to move on to my third and final point right now. My last and final point, and I've got to make this quick, is the fact that there is one thing that separates Fortnite from all Battle Royale games. And that is, you can play with any player in the world because of a little thing called cross-console. Now, cross-console is essentially where you get to play with anybody from any console, from any country, from anywhere in the world with ease. You don't even have to fake that you are on this console. You can be on mobile and play with somebody on Xbox. You can play with someone from PlayStation from Xbox. You can play with someone from a Nintendo device from the PC. And I think that's amazing because it drops a huge gap in the PlayStation and Xbox war, which I'm not even going to get involved with that, and I will make a video on why that's so stupid. But it is so interesting because all other 3 points can be fixed, but this one may take time, and Fortnite will be good for a very long time. Now, don't get me wrong, Fortnite, I don't hate it. PUBG, I don't hate it. But there is something about Fortnite that is truly magnificent, that it is better than all of them. Anyways, that will be my entire spiel on PUBG and Fortnite. I will see all you guys later on Wednesday. And for the time being, Gamertag is offline.